He is also a sacrifice not only for original guilt, but also for all actual sins of men. And here is where they have a little bit of a critique of the medieval church and what's going on here. What they're saying is, we really hold that the death of Jesus does a little more than you say it does. Because for the Lutherans, they're saying, well, everything hinges on the death of Jesus. And there was an idea being taught in the Middle Ages by some, not everyone in the medieval period was teaching this, but an idea that the sacrifice of Jesus basically just took care of the problem of original sin or original guilt. And so the death of Jesus is the beginning of the work of salvation, and it's the foundation, but we then need to build on that foundation. And this is why when you look at something like baptism washes away original sin. The focus in a lot of these people in the medieval period is going to be on baptism and the atonement, basically bringing us into a state of grace, taking care of the problem that Adam brought us into. But now we've got the whole rest of our lives to worry about when we've got actual sins. And it doesn't really take care of all of that. So, okay, yeah, the cross of Jesus brought me into his grace, but now I've got to deal with my daily realities of actual sins that I'm committing. How do I deal with those? And those then are divorced from the cross. Not that they wouldn't say that the cross is the root of it, they would. But really then we have to worry about going to confession. We have to worry about penance because we have the temporal guilt of sins that we have to pay off. And then we can go on pilgrimages, we can see relics. And so the entire medieval system that is being criticized is really founded upon this idea that there is a guilt that is not paid for by the cross, by Jesus' death on the cross. And we have to find other ways to pay for that guilt. And that's where you get things like indulgences. And this is where you get the penitential system and all of the things that develop. And so what they're saying here is, no, the cross took care of everything. The cross took care of it completely. When Jesus said, it is finished, the cross took care of not only original sin, not only the punishment of original sin, but it took care of all actual sins too, forever.